Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So this is gonna be a short video. We're gonna go home. We're gonna do Sunday sermon because there's gonna be plenty stuff on here for y'all to watch. Make sure y'all hitting the cash app, even if it's just with $1 based on what you can afford. That's fine. So you give to me, you give it to the community. The more I get, the more I'll be able to do when it's all said and done. Now, I want to talk about being happy. And we've been talking about like learning and owning is the keys to overcoming slavery. But now I want to talk about being happy. And this ain't just for men, just for women too. There's going to be stuff in this video that you ladies can take and do better in life with. See, a lot of women threw away their relationships talking about this being happy stuff, trying to put it on somebody else when the whole time it was up to themselves. So they break up with good guys because you put a delusional, unrealistic expectation on that good guy, not knowing that the devil don't want like wholesome families. So the devil did the same thing to Eve. Eve wasn't happy, y'all. So you gotta learn how to be happy. You can't just sit around thinking about everything that you want to go differently, because that doesn't happen for anybody in life. You gotta think about the things that are good and the things that you are happy about. You say, okay, well, ain't nothing. You ain't happy about nothing. You still gotta learn how to be happy. If it ain't just for the breath in your body, you gotta learn how to be happy. And then now people your co-workers, your managers, your bosses, people, your relatives, people gonna fight against your happiness. But they can only fight you if you allow them to. See, you can build a fortress in your mind before you can build it in everyday life. It takes less energy to build a fortress in your mind than it does in everyday life. But the problem is people build negative palaces. And so when you build a negative palace, you rely on stuff like drugs. You rely on stuff like people, instead of relying on stuff like the Most High, the Scripture. The reality is life. That you got to accept what comes your way in life and make that choice to be happy or unhappy. That's what you got to do. Like I don't necessarily like my job per se. I like the pay, but I don't like some of the things that people do, some of the things that people say. But I don't let it affect me. Like at the moment, it can be annoying. You know how your chest be on fire, like you be mad? And it's like you trying not to say the wrong thing, trying not to do the wrong thing to make matters worse for yourself. So if you hate your job, but you got a high-paying job, then the pay should be making you happy until you do something else or get something else. Don't just up and quit thinking you're going to be happy. You quit, because being broke, trust me, is not the solution. Independently broke, you still gonna be burdened down even more, because your anxiety is gonna get you might have anxiety having to go to a job you don't like, but you're gonna have more anxiety when you can't buy nothing or do nothing than you would if you just had to go somewhere you don't like. So you gotta choose to be happy, y'all. Choose to be happy. Your kids love being around their daddy. Say, you know what? I'm gonna be happy with what I have. I got a protector. I got a provider. Women, y'all be wanting control and power just like men. you know. But you got to learn how to create the power that you're looking for, and not just try to overpower people that ain't willing to be overpowered. That's why the divorce rate is so high. Women try to overpower men, and then when he don't allow it, now you were told sex, so he go mess with somebody else. You say he cheated, but you cheated because you cheated on the loyalty that you were supposed to have towards that man by not having sex with him. So, and men get emotional and do impulsive things. For you got to look at your happiness like, okay, what can I avoid to keep my freedom? See, freedom is happiness for men. We'll be back with this. Maybe next week we'll talk more about this because this is important, yeah.